I'm Hannah, and welcome to my channel. I am slightly delinquent in getting this video recorded and put up for today for a multitude of reasons. One of which is that my dissertation data collection is not gone quite the way that I had hoped for. And I'm going to talk about that. It started back when I did my original proposal defense, and my dissertation committee asked me to change from a multi-method study into a straight qualitative study by basically chopping off the whole second half of my dissertation, which was informed by the first part, which was qualitative, and then I was doing this second quantitative part, and they were like, you've done all the work, you've got this whole second study prepped, this can be your pipeline study that you're ready to do as soon as you're done. So I have that like canned, ready to go. But they felt like the study was strong enough on its own to stand with just the qualitative part. So I did that. I had to revise my entire proposal, rewrite parts of it, and get that ready to go. That got approved, and then I had to submit to IRB. I was in IRB purgatory for only a few weeks, like less than a month, before I got my approval, which is exempt because at my institution, my type of qualitative research, which is a one-on-one semi-structured interview, is exempt. And I was able to begin recruiting. I've been recruiting for almost 4 weeks. And in that time, I have received 3 inquiries into my study. And I may be ghosted by 2 people right now. So that's a whole thing. I thought that purgatory in this process was waiting to get through IRB, but there's a second type of purgatory when you're waiting for the right people to find your study so that they participate. Because I know that I have a research topic that is going to be something that folks are passionate about and that they will want to talk to me about when they see it, but that they have to know that it's there and I have to get it in front of the right people. And so that's what I've been working on. And that's been more difficult than I anticipated. That was something I wish I had been better prepared for. But that's just not the way the cookie crumbled for me. And I panic a lot about it. And I have gone back through and talked to my chair, briefly talked to IRB just to make sure that, like, if I made any tweaks or changes to, I said I was going to reach out to 4 groups. If I reach out to 5, is that a huge deal? Things like that. And IRB, has given me solid direction. My chair has really helped a lot. And then I've reached out to mentors and other faculty members to ask for feedback on my recruitment materials. And I got feedback yesterday that my recruitment was maybe too narrow in scope and that I needed to, like, from the jump, have a slightly broader approach just to get it in front of more people. And then when they submit the eligibility survey, to look at that as the moment when I can say, hey, yeah, thanks for your interest, but currently ineligible or whatever, versus having this like super niche recruitment ad. And that feels like it really sucks because I started recruiting a month ago, and I feel like had I had that feedback a month ago, I could have been further along in this process, but that's not what happened. And maybe that's okay because students weren't necessarily in class a month ago, and students were, having fun over the summer, or, in my case, they may have been crazy busy, not having fun, but on summer. Now they're back in school. This is going to be at the forefront of their mind. They're going to be maybe more willing to talk to me. I hope. It is not fun being in this stage of waiting. I can write a 10-page paper every day of my life. I cannot just sit here and feel like I'm in purgatory waiting to find out when somebody's going to want to talk to me. That sucks so bad. So anyway, I think I'm just going to keep going. I don't have any other option. I just have to keep going. I have to keep trying to recruit. I have to find new avenues to get my recruitment in front of the right people so that they pass it along to folks who are interested. I am not trying to solicit from my target population directly. I'm trying to work around them to the faculty or to the school administrators that know them, because that's a slightly more vetted process. That's IRB approved. IRB is kind of weird if you're recruiting directly from people. I don't want to say kind of weird, like they're protecting them. Like that's the whole point. And so because of that, I'm not trying to create an issue anywhere. I am just acutely aware that I have limitations on how I recruit. So I'm dealing with that. And that's fine. I do have a really aggressive timeline, and I know that. But I did my first interview, and it was amazing. And I have such rich qualitative data from it that I know that this is good work, and I know that this is what I should be doing, and I'm excited about it, and I get so jazzed. But I have to just keep going and hope that more people want to talk to me and it doesn't end up being a case study of an N of one. So I will say that there are some random things that I really started to look at. I'm using Deduce for my qualitative analysis and my transcripts, and I was looking at weighting certain codes in Deduce, and I honestly am not confident that that's something I'm going to do, but I really looked at it a lot. I talked to my chair about it yesterday, if I needed to do that, and he's like, Hannah, this is a qualitative study. You don't need to do a quantitative analysis on these codes. But I guess that's something I could do in the future if I decided to do a paper or something separate from my dissertation. But anyway, I'm plugging along. Sometimes this is going to happen. The plan I had laid out in January of what I was going to do month to month is still happening. I'm actually right on schedule. And I knew that I was going to be doing data collection through the end of 2026. And that's what I'm doing. I'm okay. I feel like I'm failing because students aren't reaching out to me, and I'm not getting, my target demographic hasn't responded to me yet. And that's okay too, because they have lives and they're busy, and like maybe they haven't seen it, and I haven't gotten it in front of the right people yet. Maybe all of that's true. And I have to be okay with it because this is my work and this is what I care about, and I'm deeply passionate about what I'm doing. So I have months to go. I will be okay. I apologize if you can hear my kids fighting. It's the last day of summer break and they are so ready to go back to school. Regardless, it's okay. I'm going to be okay. We will get through this. I also impulsively just bought 4 tickets to go to London to take my family on a trip because I want to show my kids my favorite place on earth, which is Oxfordshire and the University of Oxford and the Bodleian Library. And so I did that. So we're going to have a bunch of travel videos to the UK coming up. But yeah, my kids are still fighting. Anyway, it's going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. I'm still on schedule, even if I feel behind. And I mean, that's really all I can do, right? Like there's nothing else I can do. And I just have to learn to be okay with that. This part's out of my control. This is just part of the research. This is what I chose to do. So, thank you